Welcome back, agents, to Satellite Rain. This is the City Surveillance Authority mission. If you probably remember this mission from the pre-alpha days. And the thing about this thing is we used to come in through the back door in the old alpha days, but this time we're going to go through the front door, and you'll see it's a little bit harder to come this way, which I think is what it was intended to do in the first place. So you basically in these front courtyards, you basically want to sneak around and just don't get caught by the lights. I do get in a firefight later on the stairs, and the thing there is to remember that your guys are not autonomous, that you need to control them at all times. And people are complaining that they don't fire automatic and stuff. The guys aren't supposed to. Even in Syndicate, they were just shells of people. Syndicate had that thing where you could hit both mouse buttons, and the guys would start shooting at anything that gets close to them and stuff like that, which is fine. But once you got the brain level 3, it was real easy. The game was easy at that point. A couple miniguns and the Gauss guns and stuff. So here, just keep an eye on your guy. Use one at a time if you have to. If you have a hard time controlling all of them, just use one at a time. Then and just tuck away the rest of them. Here I tuck away all of them except for the hacker, and then I move the hacker into to shut down the lights, and it just makes it a lot easier to control. And you can tell when your guys are getting shot because they'll flash red. So just watch that, and it becomes easier over time to control 4 guys in real time, and that way you don't have to worry about the tactical pause and all that stuff. And Satellite Rain is a slow game, so you'd be aware that you need to pay attention to how the guards are moving, look at their patrol routes, and just take it very slow and from a safe distance, and then plan your attack. You're not going to go in there and make your attack as things are happening, because if you try that, it's just not going to work. So like here, my plan is just to stay low until I can get into the vault. It doesn't work here because I have this guy. I should have moved into the bottom right and let the guy pass, and then use the soldier's pistol to shoot him, but he caught me a little early, so now I have to deal with him. I try to move up and try to do an assassination, but he turns around on us, and so all hell starts breaking loose. So that's what you just want to do, is plan your attack using what you see, and just take it. Make sure you know your steps before you start. Because, again, you're going to get surrounded if you try to attack at the spur of the moment. You don't plan through it. So just be aware of that. The one thing you want to make sure that you at least have one of is a suppressed pistol or a suppressed rifle. But a suppressed pistol with the soldier is actually fantastic. And remember, as you get the laser and plasma and stuff, you're also going to have to get the silencer that goes along with it, suppressor, whatever you want to call it. But remember that you need something like that, because there are going to be missions that you don't want to start firing in the middle of it, and you're going to attract all sorts of attention. Yeah, later on in the game, you're so powerful that you can wipe out anybody. But here in the early on and stuff, you don't want to attract attention until you're ready. And you definitely, like in this case, this is where I start having some problems. I have people coming in from 2 different angles. In some of the other missions, especially in the armory and such, those guys will start coming from 3 different directions, and then they'll swarm you. And once they start swarming you, you're pretty much screwed. Especially when you got the bunch of the drones firing the lasers and stuff. So just be aware of where you are, where the enemy can come at you, and just try to keep the enemy only facing forward, and don't try to face groups of them. If you have grenades, that's great. That may work for a while, but later on they're going to be carrying armor, shields, and stuff, and the grenades aren't going to work as well. So just be aware that tactic's not going to always work. my fault here. I can't save during when I'm wanted and stuff. So when you're in these areas that give you a automatic wanted one if you get caught, you got to leave those areas and find someplace else to save the game. So it's not a big deal. Just do it. Be aware that in the middle of missions you're not going to be able to save, which is a good thing. That's how Syndicate worked. Try to get both of them, the guy calling for help and the camera, before they could both call for help, but I was too late, so it's one of those things. But I do get the camera eventually, and then we have to run, since you can see I have a level 4 wanted now. So you still can't save at this point. I just got to run away, keep running, and watch the mini map, watch the red dots, just avoid those as much as possible. And that's it. That's how you do the mission. It's pretty simple since it's early on in the game, but you're still pretty weak, so you got to be careful and sneak around as much as possible and try not to get swarmed by the guys from both sides. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and thanks for watching.